Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everybody. Let me get the comments up here. Just a few, you all. I'm taking some time and inviting people to the live. Hey, everybody. It's been a minute. But as promised, as promised, I'm back though. Okay. I'm going to get better about actually announcing when I'm going live, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I can't see the name of this person, but I know who it is. I absolutely know who it is. I know exactly who it is. Sometimes, I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes, like, if you're coming from Facebook, I can't actually see your name unless you like enable the settings. So, just so you know, if I'm not using anybody's names, I've noticed that over like the past couple of lives, like I'll be reading. I know exactly who you are, love goddess. Love goddess. Don't make me call you out, love goddess. Okay. I know those messages anywhere. Okay. Even though I can't see your name, I know who you are. Coming to my live, terrorizing me. Hi. Hey. Y'all coming early. Okay. I had to hop on here. Y'all, Saturday, I actually like going live on weekdays, but for some reason, I've just been finding myself going live on Saturdays. But I can dig it. Welcome, everyone. I miss YouTube too. I'm actually streaming on multiple platforms today, but I miss going live too. If you guys have any celebrity topics or anything that you want me to read on, definitely make sure you drop it in the comments today, okay? I've been meaning to get back to the celebrity readings. I'm also going to be bringing out my crystal ball again because I need to be reading with my crystal ball, as well as my new divination tool. Okay, I have a new tool. I don't actually have a name for it yet, but I'm gonna read with it. Okay, we're gonna go live and we're gonna get all the tea. Okay. So, for those of you joining, say hey, 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 hey in the comments. Bonsoir. What are y'all doing this weekend? What are y'all doing tonight? I know I'm gonna be old. I'm gonna be old and I'm gonna stay in the house today. I did too much last week and now my back hurts. Okay, I did too much. I thought I had mega knees and I don't. That's not my ministry. That is not my ministry, y'all. But while we're waiting, and I'm giving you all a chance to get in, I want to talk to you all about some of the exciting, wonderful things that I have going on right now. 30 Days of Hoodoo is about to start, so there's still time for you all to get in on that. It doesn't start until July the 1st. So if you still want to get in, it's for the whole month of July, $150. We've got live classes, exercises, magic. I'm also teaching you all intro to graveyard work. So if that's been something that you have been wondering about or wanting to, kind of dip your toe in the water on, is to learn about how to work in the graveyard safely. Definitely join that program. 30 Days of Hoodoo is always a lot of fun. Okay. Like, I'm telling you, we have a lot of fun in that program. The information that you're going to learn for $150 is crazy. So make sure that you join the group. I finally updated my link tree as well for you all so that everything is there. Everything is in a link tree. Like, I know that my link at the Voodoo Institute does not work. So I added it to my link tree so you can book readings, services, everything through Botanica Venus, or you can also book it through that Voodoo Institute link too. So for my Black Spectrum Network peeps, y'all know Voodoo Institute. And do, because, you know, I've been saying some things at a Facebook group. Look, just sign up for 30 days of hoodoo, okay? Even if you don't catch this round, you know, I do it periodically throughout the year, and I'm always teaching different things. So join the conversation. Join. It's always thebomb.com, okay? But also, I want to let you all know I have a divination class that I also added to the link tree. Here, let me put it in the comments because I can't multitask, you guys. Okay, so I'm putting my link tree in the comments so it kind of goes everywhere. But I also have my divination class right now. So if you want to learn how to read, or it's like an introductory course to the tarot system. But there's a lot of good information that I teach you all in that particular class. If you wanted to get familiar with reading for yourself, that is an excellent class to have, and it's only $10 right now. So I'm gonna need y'all to go get that. Okay, we cover numerology, we cover like the elemental rulers of the tarot cards and all that fun stuff. So go get it. Okay. But I think that we have enough people in. I'm so excited to see you guys. I miss everybody. Today I'm going to do a general reading, but kind of towards the end, I'll take a few live questions as well. But I want to start off with asking what the general message is for the collective for the day, to kind of see what the ancestors have to say about just today. Okay, see what spirit has to say. Let me, I'm going to use, we want to use this beautiful deck here because I'm in the need for some beautiful artwork. I don't know if you guys have the, what's it called? I think it's called the Afro Goddess Tarot deck. Hold on. This one. Look at that artwork. Oh, it's so beautiful. I don't know if she's actually selling this particular version of the deck anymore, but I'm telling you all, you need it. Okay. So let's go ahead and get right into this reading and ask what is the general message for the day. Okay. What's the general message for the collective for today? What the general message is for the day for Saturday, you all. All righty, let's get into it. Okay. So wow, I really like this message so far because I feel like this has been something that has been a seasonal message, if you ask me. I know that I've been I think that it also resonates with me, right? But I know that I've been personally seeing this as a reoccurring thing in some of my own personal friendships, and then also some of my clients, and, you know, just kind of seeing the climate of the world right now. But something that came across in the reading is the message of surrendering. Okay. Right now is a really important time to surrender to ego. I get that a lot of us have been having, I'm not going to say difficulties, but difficulties is the best way that I can explain it. But a lot of us have been facing difficulties, right? Some of us have kind of been uncertain about our relationships. We've been uncertain about things in the home. And there's a lot of you all who are considering what the next choice is for you as far as your career, for or for you to make money, or the best thing for you to do as far as prosperity wise, right? And there's been a little bit of confusion about that. But one thing that I am seeing here is that it's very important for you to learn the lessons that you're supposed to learn and apply them. Hey, welcome. It's very important for us during this time to take the lessons for what they are. I don't know if you've ever heard the old people say, take the meat and leave the bones. That's exactly what a lot of us need to do right now. Um, this is really a message of like, trouble don't last always, and you have to really get in tune with seeing the bigger picture, right? Um, Now, I'm not saying this isn't coming from a place of spirit saying, oh, this is happening to you because you did something. But what spirit is saying is that this is happening to you for a reason. There's something that you need to learn. There's something that you need to take from these experiences or these difficulties or these uncertainties that you're feeling and learn from them. We talk a lot about the Three of Swords being a card that has to, sometimes that card really has to break your heart, right? Sometimes that card really has to break your heart in order for you to learn, in order for you to grow, in order for you to get to the next chapter of your life, right? So what Spirit is talking about in this reading is to accept and surrender. Stop fighting. Stop participating in willful confusion. Stop participating in willful confusion during this time. Take the next step. It's very important that you all make sure that during this time or during the season that we are taking steps and not getting frozen in that area of fear, an area of uncertainty. Keep going, right? As long as you're taking a step, then you're doing the right thing, right? You only fail when you stop moving, right? You only fail when you give up. So Spirit is really urging us during this time to really, first of all, ground ourselves. Look, me reading the comments during the reading. Yes. What is the reason? Okay. Look, okay. Sometimes life be lifing. And I think a lot of people have been dealing with that during this time. And so Spirit is saying that this is the perfect time to really ground yourself, right? And be sure of yourself. Go outside and literally exercise that root chakra, right? Go literally put your feet in the ground. Go sit outside. Go get in nature and really just focus on being here in the physical, right? Because the energy that I'm getting is that, a lot of us, can get kind of caught up in the day to day and really get caught up in our head and in our thoughts, right? Which is okay. But it's really important for us to stay grounded and focus on making the right decisions for ourselves during this time. It's really a time to organize our lives and fight for what it is that we need to fight for. Let's see. The Emperor, this is a person who he is extremely organized, right? He's also associated with laying or setting a strong foundation. I think typically in the tarot system, you will also see the Emperor in armor, right? Like he's up for the fight. He's up for the battle. And Spirit is encouraging you to keep on pressing on. As I said, trouble doesn't last always. This is very much something that is divine timing, divine everything, divinely orchestrated. Everything that's happening right now is for a reason. And there's something that you need to get from it so that you can master it and get into the next chapter of your lives, right? So right now is definitely not a time to pretend like we don't see, right? Right now is not a time to avoid what we know is best for us. If there are relationships that you need to cut out, cut them out. Love, what are you waiting for? If there are plans that you need to execute, right now is the time to do so, right? If there's things that you have been procrastinating on, right now is the time to address those things and also talk about why we are procrastinating, right? Why are we participating in that willful confusion that spirit is telling us to break out of? Okay. Right now is really just a time for everybody to really focus on themselves, listen to your gut, understand that um understand that these new ideas and that mental clarity is coming to you for a reason. Understand that things are bound to change for you. One thing that I actually really like about this particular depiction of this card is that you see the sword up in the air. You know, you see the hand holding it in the clouds. There's no battle. There's no nothing that the sword cannot slay or cut down. So that's the mental energy that you all need to have during this time, okay? So if you're asking, like my girl in the comments saying, what's the reason? Sometimes it doesn't make sense right away. Sometimes we literally don't know. Sometimes we don't know. And that's the part of, this walk that requires faith. Some of us forget that you have to take the first step, right, without seeing the full staircase. And sometimes we just don't know what spirit is trying to tell us. Sometimes I say this with my friends, like, it doesn't make sense until later, right? So this reading is really just a friendly reminder that you don't always know, but it's important to keep taking the right steps. Make sure that you're taking care of yourselves and nurturing yourselves during this time as well. So, ain't that a word? Isn't that a word? Sometimes I notice that whenever I'm reading on live, like these messages be sounding like a sermon, but hey, you know what it is. You know what it is. So that's the general message for the collective today. For those of you who are also joining, make sure, like I said, if there's any celebrity topics and things like that you want me to read on going forward, please do. Drop them in the comments. One thing I can say is I'm not reading over the submarine, and y'all get on my nerves with the memes. That's one thing I'm not reading over, okay? I'm not reading over that situation. But let's get into it. So let's get into our next reading here. I want to read over. I want to know what we need to expect going into the next week. You're very welcome. Thank you all for coming. Did you say read over? Are you talking about Lil Boosie? Boosie. I'm going to read over things to expect or what the message is for the upcoming week too. Oh, that is such a good one. Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to make a note of that. Yes. Let me star your comment, Garden Goddess. Because it. I was actually watching that the other day, and you know me, inquiring minds want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Russell Simmons and Kimora. Is that how you say her name, guys? Kimora Lee? Kimora Lee Simmons. Okay. Let me start on our weekly message. Let's see what we need to know going into the next week. Sorry, my camera is moving, you guys. I apologize. Okay, we got some cards jumping out. What does the collective need to know for the upcoming week, for next week? This may actually be the last week you guys see me here in this particular location, because I will not only be traveling, but then I'll be moving. So you'll kind of see me out and about. What does the collective need to know for the upcoming week? What messages? For some reason, something that just came out before I even pulled any cards was a lot of you guys need to watch your spending. Definitely watch your spending. Okay. You don't want to spend very frivolously during this time. Okay. Or spending from a place of ego. This is also something that has also been reoccurring. Y'all really, as a collective, need to work on talking your shit and being comfortable talking your shit, right? There's a lot of people I think that play small for a variety of reasons, and spirit is really calling y'all forward. There's too many people out there. There's too many opportunities. There's a lot of success out there for you, but if you are too afraid and too quote unquote insecure to go for it, then you're really missing out, right? There's a lot of admiration surrounding you guys, right? There's a lot of admiration surrounding you all. There's a lot of attention. There's some blessings coming. This card is also a card of achievement and getting everything that you deserve. Like, it's a card of attention. If you look at this particular depiction of the Six of Wands, you see this person being crowned, right? But that cannot happen if you are afraid to walk in and sit in your own personal power, or you allow other people to take your eyes off of that, right? Right now is a really important time for everybody to gain a bigger perspective. You have to see the bigger picture and how you're selling yourself short whenever you do play small. It's not even just spirit saying, oh, let's come out of our shell. You can literally miss out on divine timing by playing small. There is some awesome things out there for you. There are doors that you haven't even walked into just yet, but you are low-key shutting yourself out of those doors because you are playing small, trying to make other people feel comfortable. Y'all need to learn how to pop y'all shit, okay? And that's coming from a place of authentic self-love and authentic self-worth, right? You have to be comfortable with enrolling other people in your vision. The best way that I can describe it is, what I'm getting is that just by you walking your path, you're blessing someone. Okay? Just by you doing exactly what you are and what you're doing, you're blessing someone else. And I know this message is resonating with me, right? Because how can you help the collective or have an impact on others if y'all hiding? This is not the time for you to do that anymore, okay? This is not the time for you to do that. Also make sure that you are very careful into this upcoming week as to where we're spending our time, right? As far as conversations are concerned, with our friend circles and our professional circles and things like that. Make sure that you're mindful of your words. You don't always have to get the word in, the last word in. Excuse me, one of my spirits is coming through and she's like, there is beauty and blessings in power, right? My Loa, she values, in a way, silence. And she thinks that there's power in silence. So there's going to be situations in the upcoming week where you don't have to say anything, but your power is spoken in your silence. Your power comes through in your silence and your ashe and your personal power. You don't have to let other people's energy to affect yours. And when these conflicts arise throughout the week, when people are getting on your nerves, I really want you to take a minute before you react and think about if people actually even deserve that energy. Think about what you would be losing by engaging in other people's delusions. That is something that's going to be very, very key this week. I'm happy that it feels personal. Okay. I know I'm getting things from it too. I know that there's messages here for everybody. Okay. But there is beauty and power in just knowing who you are. That's why a lot of this solar plexus energy is coming up. That's why I think in the daily message that root chakra energy came up, because we have to be comfortable. Look, I'm about to turn this is about to turn into a sermon. I should have bought a sweat rag, y'all. No. I should have bought a sweat rag, okay? Because spirit is speaking. Okay, spirit is really speaking in these readings today. Y'all know I play all day, but you have to be really comfortable that when life hits you like that, you have to be grounded, or else you're gonna lose your footing. So you have to be grounded in self. This is also why the root chakra is coming up again, getting outside and putting our feet in the ground, like literally connected with the earth, because life has been punching. Okay, life has been beating some of y'all's asses, and y'all haven't necessarily known what to do because you're not grounded. Okay, so that's also why the emperor, I think, was coming up in our first, question about being grounded, setting and the firm foundation that we need in order to withstand some of the things that have happened during this season. And then I also get that going forward too. Okay, so make sure that you all are really getting comfortable, getting in the spirit of moving forward. I know for a fact, and listen, I always say this, I hate to sound like a Hallmark card, but I know for a fact there's somebody who was watching this and they really wanted to give up. I mean, there's something coming through about somebody who was watching this reading really wanted to give up on themselves and really wanted to give up on their career aspirations, right? But spirit is really urging the collective to hang in there this week. Yes. Okay, hang in there. The king, that's the King of Pentacles. Okay, the King of Pentacles, he's a hard worker. Yes, he's very wealthy. Yes, he takes care of his body. Yes, he is wise. But the King of Pentacles, he doesn't shy away from hard work. He doesn't shy away from consistency. You don't get to be the king of a suit without having to go through some shit to become the king. So spirit is really telling you right now, and once again, this is also confirming the earlier part of this reading about this is an area of prosperity, but you cannot get to that prosperity if you hide and boo. You cannot get to the success if you're hiding. If you are letting other people dictate you and delude you out of your actual blessings, you cannot get to where you need to go. Point blank period. Point blank period. You have so much on the table for you. But if we lose sight of that because we are not grounded and we are letting other people pull us out of the amazing awesomeness that spirit has already laid out for us, playing small, then we can't get to where we need to be. Okay, we can't receive the energy of our cup is running over if we out here playing small. Okay, so spirit is really urging us during this time. Yeah, this is going to be a lesson that actually goes after this week for a lot of you all. Spirit is urging us to gain a different opinion, and I think that this message is actually going to go out after, like I said, this week, just simply because it's one of those things that it's easier said than done. Obtaining a level of confidence where you do feel comfortable with yourself to speak up for yourself and to take action on the things that you desire. It is something that does take time, right? It is something that some people have to work at, especially coming from different backgrounds and things like that, where you may have felt like your voice was silenced, or there are people in your life intentionally every day or in the workplace that seek to make you feel small, it can be really hard for you to break through that. So I think that this is going to be an overall message of this being something that's consistent. The reading for the upcoming week also ends with the full card. So this is, a part of the journey. This is what comes with the walk. Anything can happen. I actually really like that the reading ended off on the full card too, because the full is the beginning of another journey, right? The full, the zero can literally be anything, right? That's openness, that's newness, that's a youthfulness, right? So by you taking in and you receiving all of the information and the things that are coming to you from this week, we are then going to be propelled into a new chapter. Okay. So that's what I got for the upcoming weekly message. If I am reading y'all under the pew right now, please drop a pink flower in the comments. As always, these are free readings as well. But if you love your girl, my Cash App is floating across the screen, you all. And if you all would like personal readings, you can also book them, like I said, at the Voodoo Institute or at botanicavenus.com. Both links are in my link tree. Okay. So I'm going to take a few minutes, you all. Period. Speak your truth. Be who you are unapologetically. Also, I'm going to take I'm going to look at the comments. Right now, I think I could do about 2. We'll see how I feel after these next 2 questions. But type out a question in the comments that you would like me to answer. If there's anything that you guys would like me to answer for you. 1 question. I'll give you all, or if anybody wants to put a question in the chat, or they need some type of advice, go ahead and type that out now. But also, I'll talk to you all about a few things that I have coming up, which I will start pushing very shortly here on Facebook. Yeah, on Facebook. Sorry, you guys. I'm getting old. Y'all know I'm like 60, right? Y'all know I'm like 60. But I have a few things, which I really think actually now after doing the collective reading, I think that you all would greatly benefit from it. I have a workshop coming up at the very end of July. It's called Agwe's Clarity Workshop. And during this class, I'm actually going to be teaching you a couple of magical workings. We're going to be making a wash, and we're going to be making an oil as well to help you all with mental clarity, brain fog. If you're having trouble listening to self or tapping in and listening to the voice of your spirits, you definitely want to attend that workshop as well. Also, prosperity ritual, La Saren's prosperity ritual is coming at the end of July as well. So mark your calendars for those things. And then as of right now, like I said, 30 Days of Hoodoo is currently going. Yes. I don't think I'm missing anything else. I do have my divination class on sale right now. It's only $10, so go get that. It's in the link tree. But as well as all of the other classes, Powders and Dusk, all of the other magical workshops and things like that, they're available at Botanica Venus too. So, okay, I see 1 question so far, so I'll go ahead and answer that. Will I change my career this year? Okay, let's get into it. Give me just a second here. I think I want to switch decks. I think I'll use my avatar deck. Get my Florida water here, y'all. If anyone's just joining, say hello in the chat, y'all. And make sure that you all are subscribing to the Conjure Corner on YouTube. Get me monetized. I'm so close, you all. Okay. So someone wants to know, will I change my career this year? I got you. Okay, I got my 2 questions. Thank you. So I'm answering the first question on if I'll change my career this year. To me and through me, Spirit. Alrighty. Okay. Give me just a second here. I have some cards popping out and whatnot. So let's take a look. Well, I'll change it. You know, okay, so I'm going to give you the whole workup. There's a little bit of fear there that I'm picking up on, like real fear and anxiety around you changing the job. There's almost like this desperate energy of you really wanting to change your career, but that it's like a little bit of fear that's holding you back. And then there's also like this energy of, like a creative block that's coming through. But short answer is yes. Yes, you will change your career, but you have to kind of get out of your own way as far as like your emotions and your mental state is concerned. You have exactly what you need, and I also want to show you this here too, because the 6 of Swords is a card about moving past troubled waters, right? With that being next to the reverse Page of Pentacles, what you're reading is also talking about is like you moving away from those states of emotions, right? Moving away from the insecurity and also feeling blocked, and away from just that general fear of you moving careers, right? Or whatever your concerns are surrounding the situation. But you actually have a piece of advice, because the 8 of Pentacles is also here as well. And this also talks about being somewhat of the master craftsman. This is somebody who pays very close attention to the details, very close attention to their work. So there's a lot of messages here, first of all, about, yes, moving towards that. Once you break away from the emotions surrounding it, pull the trigger, right? But this is also talking about you picking something I think that you love, something that you don't mind paying a lot of attention to. Also, brush up your resume. Prepare for your interview. You know what I'm saying? Doing the mundane things that you would do to change your career. Study, increase your skill set, right? These are all things that you want to do when considering what it is that you're trying to do. Take your time and be patient, plan things out, and really focus on being a student again, right? Being a student, learning, and increasing your knowledge base surrounding what it is that you're going for. But this is definitely something that is well within the realm of possibility for you. Just do it. Don't be insecure about it. And if whatever it is that you are insecure about and that you are anxious about, that's also why this card is here too, because it's a card of refinement. Refine yourself, become a beast at what it is that you want to do. Study it, learn it, look into the job before you apply it. Okay. So that's what I got for you. That's your advice as well. Okay. Let me look at my second question here. Joy wants to know, my ancestors have been telling me to be still for my healing. Deja, that was you. Hey, love, hey, girl. I didn't know that was you. It's because on Facebook it says Facebook user. I love you, though. Okay, I apologize, Joy. Joy says, my ancestors have been telling me to be still for your healing, but I'm in a financial situation and you need more money. Should you get a second job now or wait? Okay, I'd be happy to read that for you. I'd be happy to read that for you, Joy. If you guys want to help, and you cannot send a love donation, share this video, please. Tell people to subscribe to the Conjure Corner, or simply go like the videos that are on the Conjure Corner. Check out the Hoodoo Bible studies as well. Those will be coming up, you guys. You're welcome. Not a problem at all. I have all kinds of good stuff coming up. So the ancestors, what advice? I'm going to pull a few extra cards for you, Joy. That'd be a little bit longer if you don't mind. Did she get a second job? Somebody like literally yelled at me, and the first card that came out confirms what I just heard. Somebody just said wait, very, very loudly, very prominently, wait. And that is also confirmed by the Wheel of Fortune. This is you need to wait. I'm going to pull further on that to kind of see what else is coming through on that. Yeah, wait, love. Wait. No, this is a no. In fact, let me go ahead and tell you too, because like the Nine of Pentacles is also a card about individual success, right? And so, it's coming up in reverse like this. So Spirit is like literally telling you to wait. I don't think that this is something that would be good for you emotional wise during this time for whatever reason. Yeah, no, love. Joy, don't do it. Don't do it yet. Okay, just wait. Because also every card, the longer I pull, is also confirming that. The Nine of Swords is something that talks about a little bit of mental anxiety, anxiousness, losing sleep. I think that you getting another job right now is actually just going to add to the stress for sure. And also sleepless nights. If you do decide to pursue this right now, it's really just going to be too much. I do want to get some advice for you too, though. So I'm going to pull a few more cards for you. Thank you. I also want to know, what advice do we have for Joy right now? Thank you. What advice does Joy's ancestors have for her right now? So Joy, I don't know what your sleep been looking like, but sleep, rest. Can't argue with Spirit. I can't argue with it. She said she don't sleep it. Okay, I see that. Definitely. And that's why I was shaking, like, I can't argue with Spirit. You need to make sure that you take, okay. I know exactly what you need here. So you need to take as good of care as yourself as you can right now, right? We've got the reverse Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the reverse Magician. You crying, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, I'm sorry, it's just the way it's coming out, but you crying and stressing yourself out about the situation is not going to help you. In fact, exhausting yourself mentally is a very high likelihood of, everything going on. But also Spirit talks about you devoting a lot of mental energy and putting it out there is actually, it has a possibility to manifest for you, right? So you pouring such a huge amount of like emotional energy out into the things that aren't serving you can kind of, manifest. So just be very careful with that. But at the heart of your message, your best advice right now, and this is interesting because it kind of goes with the first part of the collective reading too, about taking care of ourselves and getting grounded and rooted with, because life has kind of been hard for a lot of people that are watching. You need to make sure that you're being in tune with your body and taking care of yourself in the best way that you can. The Queen of Pentacles, she's someone who naturally she takes care of her body. She's known for nurturing her body and listening to what her body needs quite unapologetically. So Spirit is urging you to kind of do that, to get back into alignment with exactly what it is that you need. The money will come. I just heard that. The money will come. Money will come. But follow these instructions of also standing in gratitude. Because with this particular depiction of the Five of Cups that I really like, right? You see him, and this is also why I said crying, love. But when you see this man, he has two cups behind him that are completely full. Two cups that are actually really full. But he is so distraught and he is so stressed out, focusing on the three cups that have spilled. He can't see those beautiful cups that are behind him. And even though those two cups in your eyes may not equal the three that have spilled, you still have them. So really focus on every day. I would say gratitude, taking it back to the church on y'all a little bit, okay? But taking it back to I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for my fingers. I'm thankful for my toes. I'm thankful for waking up this morning in my right mind, right? All of those things are things that you're going to want to focus on. Focus on what you have and what's actually going right, and the rest will come, okay? Back to, once again, the spirits are so chatty today, but it's back to trouble don't last always. And what you're going through right now is temporary, okay? Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Everybody who asked the question, I appreciate you all. I know that you all could have been anywhere else than here, but I really appreciate it. But that is it for today. So that is the general message. That's our daily message. I hope that you all take some nuggets from here into the next week and into your personal lives and implement them. As always, I'm Hunsi LaBelle Venus, and y'all know where to find me, okay? My link's there, Voodoo Institute, all that fun stuff. If you're interested, mentorship, all that, hit my link tree, okay, loves? But thank you all. Y'all have a wonderful night.